I never had to admit it because I never denied it. But I, as family, have the right to say that we do not endorse any impersonator that's impersonating Uncle Harley, especially when they're falsely claiming that my family does endorse them. Especially after we privately and publicly made it clear we do not endorse them, we do not support their behavior or what they do as the Colonel. I have a right as family to voice my opinions on when I see misrepresentation of the Colonel and to correct it by telling people how he actually behaved and how he was, and tell them their stories. I, as family, have a right to share the family stories of Colonel Sanders and the rest of this family that's associated with him. I, as family, have the right to criticize the misrepresentation. Period. Do they have to listen? No, but I have the right to do so. Just as you and every other human being have the right to say there's more than two genders out there. Just as you and every human being have the right to criticize anything that you see on the internet. Maybe somebody has a different political ideology than you, and you want to say that they're a hateful person because they don't agree with you. You have no association with that person. You have no association with the politics other than voting or not voting for them. But yet, everybody has their opinion, and they have the right to voice their opinion, whether others agree with it or not. So when it comes to my family, just because my uncle sold the rights to his name and image to be used on the product, so long as they don't deviate away from his recipe or his quality, which they have deviated away from his quality in some places, that does not erase the right to my bloodline. That does not erase the right to my family history. Even after he sold out in 1964, the family was heavily involved in the business. My side of the family was involved until my Uncle James Sanders' death in 1989. The other sides of the family, on Lee's side, the Colonel's sister side of the family, was involved until the early 2010s. The Colonel's daughters were still involved with the company in one way or the other until their death. So it's an uneducated statement to say just because he sold the rights back in 1964 that the family has no say-so, it has no rights within the company or has no rights within the family. Now, family that has sold their franchises, retired out of the company, yeah, they don't have a right to say what the company can or can't do with making choices, but they have the right to voice their opinions based on their experiences and what they know about the Colonel and the company when it was operated when they were involved. I, on my page, never claimed to be entitled to being listened to, entitled to a job, entitled to this, that, or the other. The only thing that I am entitled to is my opinion and my family history. I, as family and a customer of Kentucky Fried Chicken, would like to see the founder respected by the company. You don't see them turning Wendy or Dave Thomas into a stripper. You don't see them changing Wendy or Dave Thomas into an idiot. You don't even see them disrespecting my cousin Lee's image, and he sold the rights to his name and image too. I understand why they're doing what they're doing. I don't agree with it, but I understand why they have to do what they're doing. But I never had to admit it, because I never did.